What's up YouTube? Your boy Football Philosopher with another video. Thank you for all your support, regardless how big or how small. I appreciate all the love, of course. If you haven't had a chance to check out my last video, please do so. That's where I talk about one way of beating high pressing from the opposition. So please check that out when you get a chance. However, in this video, I will be talking about when to press and when to chase the other team down to try to move up the field, and of course force them to make a mistake and capitalize. Of course, I see a lot of constant chasing without any plan or real knowledge when to do that and when to not do it. So again, this is obviously a generic scenario, so don't mind information. This is just to demonstrate, to get my point across. So let's say that we are again the red team, so I'm going to be moving us back a little bit tighter. Let's say the blue team has the ball, so when the opposition has the ball, we have to be tight, protecting obviously more towards the center where the net is, and behave like a unit in our half, not too much chasing in the opposition half. So let's say if they're trying to get something going from their half, in this moment we're not chasing, we're in our half tight together, protecting our net, minimizing any type of errors so they can slip anything through. So when to chase or when to press them to try to win the ball. So let's say if they knock it around and they decide to come into our half without us really pressing them. Now, if there's a high ball and let's say the ball goes back into their half behind number 7, behind number 6, behind number 2, behind number 4, behind any of these players, if the ball goes behind them and they have to turn and run to obviously get to the ball, that is the moment when we as a unit press. So that is a moment where we move into their half closer and closer and press them to obviously not being able to turn around with the ball. We want them to either pass it back or kick it out, or obviously gamble where we win the ball. Okay, so anytime you're looking to press as a unit, this shouldn't be happening where one person is running after the ball and the rest of the red team is positioned in their own half and they're not supporting. So that should never happen, because if you're chasing by yourself and they just knock it around, that's a wasted run, that's wasted energy right there. So if you're going to gamble, if you're going to take the chance to win the ball, the whole unit should be moving up together in sync with one another, and obviously moving their forwards up the field. So if they don't obviously move, they stay in offside position. So that's an obvious, but sometimes it's not an obvious because I don't see it happening a lot. So if the ball is behind number 2 and he has to chase it, that is the time where we should be pressing, forcing them to either pass it back, kicking it out, or gambling where we probably win the ball and then we play from here, which is close to their net, where we're gonna capitalize most likely, or hopefully. So that's pretty much how to press, how to basically realize when the right moment is, and then as a whole unit jumping on it and pressing the other team, making them or forcing them to make a mistake to win the ball and hopefully capitalize. Hopefully that makes sense. Once again, I don't think it's that confusing or that big of a deal. Any team should notice, any real team that plays football should be doing this. Again, I don't see it a lot. I see a lot of wasted runs, the forwards on their own just chasing up here, while their whole unit is pretty much, let's say, back here. So that's basically what, two red players against how many? We have 6 and the goalie 7 blue players, where they're just gonna knock the ball around and play with you, toy with you while you waste your energy running around. Okay, so that's, again, that's my opinion, and that's my knowledge of the game. That's my way of pressing and pressuring the other team. Thanks for watching. Hope this one makes sense and helps someone, obviously, understand certain scenarios better. If you find my advice obviously helpful, please subscribe, share. If you have any questions, of course, or disagree with anything, leave a comment down below. Till another one, cheers.